open web and taking risks and about changing the web. You mentioned the consumer, but you rarely mentioned the next generation. And our generation are very fond of file sharing and web content at all. So how do you support the outdated copyright laws we have today, practically banning the next generation's internet use and making it a crime?
Who wants to tackle that question first? Yes, please.
So I think this copyright issue is very, very crucial for the future of Europe. Somebody mentioned earlier that we have this diversity in Europe, and we have to see this diversity. I understood that it is in some way prohibiting Europe to become a good market for new content and new solutions. I have exactly the opposite opinion. If we are able to create good architecture, this diversity is a great asset. It's a plus. But we need good architecture here, and I think this copyright issue is a good case study, a good case to show what kind of mistakes we are able to make. Because of the fact that piracy is a key issue, and owners and right owners are losing money because of that. Now they have invented an idea, or it was invented already 20 years ago, that let's start to have copyright levies to compensate those losses. And now it's growing everywhere, and collecting societies are satisfied with that because they are getting revenues. But piracy is doing as well as before. Probably it's increasing all the time. From our perspective, it's absolutely necessary that right holders are able to get compensation. But compensation must be based on the user content, not artificial payments, but user content. And I think the young generation have to accept that fact as well, that those who have created content, they have to have access to compensation. But today's system is very complicated, and it leads to the situation that in the future, if this trend is going to be continued, consumers are paying for devices more and more, and are paying for more and more for operating costs, and that is not fair. Operating costs and costs of devices should be low, but they have to pay for content when using it.
Yes, as I said in my presentation, there's perhaps 15 billion euros of advertising revenue out there to provide far more free content. My son's a few years younger than you, I think, and he only goes to Facebook, to YouTube, to find music content. He doesn't need to file share it, it's always there for him, and now it's supported by advertising, and hopefully in the future it'll be supported by more. The other thing but I agree with you, you do need an absolute right to be able to be creative with content. That's why the European Commission is talking about an exception for user-generated content, not so that you can take a copy of an entire film, but so that you can take an extract from that and do something creative with it. Now, if you do take just a simple extract of a TV program, for example, and upload it onto YouTube, we can spot that. And what we do when we spot it is we go to the rights holder and say, a bit of your television program has been uploaded onto YouTube. What would you like to do with it? Would you like us to take it down? Would you like us just to see what sort of audience it's getting? Or would you like us to place advertising next to it? And what we're finding is in fact most people are saying to us, place the advertising next to it. And so it is now the case that rights holders are beginning to see the opportunities from content that gets onto, say, YouTube, in a way that they didn't expect with the help of the user. But there's an opportunity there to tap into what you might call the viral window of content.
Thank you. Are there more questions from the audience then at this stage? We do have time for just a question or two. In the meantime, while you think about that, there's a question way over on that side of the audience. Yeah.
Thank you. With all due respect, I thought the